Hi, this is Annalisa. I'm wearing stones, and I am gonna do the collaboration with Pandahall and the part where we do a tutorial. But instead of just stringing something I had, ready, I figured we could do the designing as well. And I have decided that we are going to make the background noise is my bunny. Uh, um, we're gonna make a Cinderella necklace, one of those that I can never wear. I'm, too old and all that, but it's gonna be fun and it's so beautiful. Yes, it is. You can't take that. Hvis du gjør sånn, så river du den ned, så blir du redd, skjønner du, jenta mi. Det holder med at jeg skremmer vettet av. I'm sorry. Okay, so and all the this is all the descriptions from all the products I got from Pandahall will be in the box below. And yeah, so let's just make some Christmas magic. Go back to the time, I remember when Christmas was coming up. This is July, so it's a Christmas in July, but yeah, I was lucky with that one. I haven't decided if I'm going to use silver or gold or both. We shall see. I'm starting with my tiger tail, and I'm just going to put it on here because I don't know how much I'll use and blah, blah, blah. And then I just start, and sometimes I take things off on the back, from the back side, because I started to string and then I don't think I like it right now. I'm going to take this off from that. This one is on wire. And I added these because I figured, let's just embrace this. Let's embrace this. I haven't gotten into my stash of stones. So okay, I will be present now. Okay, so what I want to do first is to make the focal, because this this will not be like that. I want this there and I want this there. I know that this is how I want to use these were all on the strands, by the way. And then I'm thinking, do I want these are, they're not that conformative, so I think I'm gonna see. These are a little bit bigger. These are 8mm or something, and I have also the smaller ones, and I got, like 1,000 from the unboxing. These big ones also in the strings. I love them. That was okay. And this is faceted, which is of course nice. And now I'm just going to do, was about to put in another one because that could be nice, but let's just check out how these 5 or 6 middle beads will look. And I was thinking maybe we would have something sparkling hanging down too. We will see. And then this one, these are so big, it's like they're gorgeous. And I have one more there. I have, of course, more because I have bought on Pandahall 10,000 and stuff of this, and that is not too much in this house. I'm just saying. It's just like, if you do glitter, you can't just, it just won't be enough. It's not too much, never too much. Okay, so I like this. I think I really like this. This could be let's see. So Now the question is whether or not I want to go with the pearls. These are very nice quality actually, for being, you know, not being electroplated or higher end, you know. They are doing just fine. I haven't found one that's you know, gone off or stuff like that. But then I haven't looked at each and every one from the whole, you know, 20 strands either. And I like to do patterns. That was kind of challenging when I was gonna, you know, even if I singled out some things and stuff from the strands with all the crystals in, my patterning had to go. And I will show you in the next video or the before one, I don't know. So if we take these there, and then I am looking for more sparkle, and I'm looking for it in and these are also very light if you don't want to use them in earrings and stack them and all that. It's just they're gorgeous. And like I said before, they don't tarnish. I'm not gonna say ever because I don't know that, but since I've had them, I wonder, is this because this could easily go over to be just sweet and not neither elegant nor you know, to die for. And I think this is a part here where I need to do something different. We could also use I've used this as these are so nice for spacers because it's an 8-0, and so it's enough and it won't, you know, crash just because a bead is yeah, I like this size. And I'm gonna take another one. So the thing is, and I have wondered about this for I will not say how long, but we're just gonna try. I'm gonna string something and then we'll see. Yeah, because this is not something I usually do, and then I just get stuck, and there's no stones, and there's no how many I want from this. So that's a good challenge for me. And yet I found that I have made a lot of cool stuff, you know, and I gotten to learn a lot too. Let's see, how many do we have? And I have a lot of this, a lot of crystals, you know. So I mean, if we're gonna go for, and we have those, like, see, pardon me if I'm a little bit indecisive because not a little bit. It's just a little bit. Let's keep it rondelly a little bit, and then I will go on one rondelle, and I am looking for a place to put this, which would be awesome in my opinion, but I need something that's a little bit bigger. So these two are the same, I think, and if not, they're so close. It's and there were different. I got to see the different. You know, there are different price levels of crystals, and how much of a difference that makes. Some places I wouldn't make that. You know, I would feel that's a waste. And some places I would definitely buy more of them. So, how about, well, I'm going to have to try this one until I'm happy with it. And clearly I'm not yet, so I said I was just gonna string a little bit, you know. But if I'm going to use those big white rondelles, I'm going to have some, maybe some other white opaque stuff. But also this is like, here I could have used something on the each side, right? I think we're going to get it there, because I do this and then I will do another one of the white, the opaque white. And those I have only 2 of here, but of course I have it in my stash, but we'll work with this. So, but I do think that I need the opaque here to make these work and where I'm going. You know, not that we know where that is right now, but so okay, let's go for this one. And then I'm gonna have to have some pinks, and we have pink. I think, you know, do I have another of these? I haven't used them up. I have a lot to show you guys, but you know, there are a lot more in this size, so I think I do have these 2, but let's see if this will do the trick. And then I will either have this one, or I'm going to try this. I'm going to end up using 4 pink pearls, right? But I used the pearls in a lot of other stuff. That's not the point. We're just going to make our little Cinderella. I need it to be, you know, opaque here. Opaque. I said opaque. That will be this one. Or that is a special kind of pattern, but it doesn't, it's not wrong. I'm just wondering if I should fill in this one with I could use the seed beads for that, or just some bicons, or plenty of that. Okay, but I like this. I don't think this is the Cinderella yet. I think we're gonna have to make a few of these, and hope that pink is one of the colors soon. Well, isn't pink just pretty? And there I go. Let's see. So okay, because that's where this one is, and that I don't have more than these 2 here, but I can see if that will make it look, you know. I think I'm going for a typically me look, so, but yeah. Yep. Stringing. How do we go from here? Here I have something see-through, you know, or what's it called, crystal. So that's a crystal at that price, and I have I do have enough of these. These are very nice, and they're not coated anything, but they're just so so nice. The higher end, you know, without the coating, yes, and you know, a little bit more cheapo or cheaper. I would rather than have some AB or yeah, different coatings on, because that makes a cute. So you know, this is fun, because I thought I was just gonna, oh my lord, how am I gonna do this? Like, and then, you know, just more sparkle, more, just embrace the things that you think will be too much and too hard, and then just throw it on, because they're beautiful. So yeah. Let me just have a little bit of a little bit more room here, and then I will just and this is half, and then we want and if I'm gonna have, you know, like these in here, I'm gonna have to have at least 2 on each side, preferably 3. I think, but I don't know why I said that, but and also here are we at the opaque. These are beautiful. These are crystals, and they're not, but they're like milky white. And it's not like I can't get into my stash, because I can. But now I said I was going to sit down and do this and make it work. So, so milky is fine. We also have a couple of this, but that's just too little. I love the English cut. Yeah, that's awesome. And you know, I could use a lot of spacer beads, and there's so many pretty of them. But once I've started with these rondelles, the sparkle rondelles, I overuse them, I must say. But you know, it's gonna become my trademark, I guess. And now I would like to have I would like to see if I can have this one, because I could also use the bigger rondelle there, but I'm gonna just see if I can fill it up with a few of these. See, this is, what is it with my, I have such a, one of my pliers are just so dull, and that tends to be the one I pick up every time. I should throw it away, but you know. So and then that is also the widest point on this one. I want one more wide point, but that will be let's see. And these have, I think there's English cut and then there's dark cut, but I don't see the difference right now, and I really don't want to check it out. They will work. They have a point and a not a point, so and then we are at, you know, we are at the point where I wonder if I'm gonna have I have this one too, but I was just hoping that it would be 2 of them. But you know, I do have this and that, but I can't string that on each side. That's just something I cannot do. But okay. And then I'm gonna take a seed bead. And let's keep to the pattern, because then we have at least one pattern. Sun. I'm gonna have to find 2 of those for the other side, but you know, and I should have had something in there, so I will have to fix that, but I can do that off camera. And you know, so you know, we could balance it out with having this being, you know, like really sparkly and stuff, and then have 3 strands or something. I'm gonna have a lot of, you know, I'm gonna make some layers, you know, some layering stuff, and that would be cool. So, and these are big and nice, but they're not quite, you know, see, this is for one of those free styles, you know, where you can really go wild with this. I'm kidding. They're so close. It's just I can't have a pattern with them right in this one. So and I have now 2 on this side, and it works with the having the seed beads inside there, which is good. And I think maybe it's gonna be this one there, and yeah, I'll take one of these, and then I'll take you know, we have a lot of rondelles in here, so I just it's all right there. And what was I thinking now, because I lost it, but we have frosted here, one for one side. No, I had it. We were going to use. It's already thinking about something else. The whites, yeah. So okay, so I'm gonna put 2 whites aside of these star cut, and then if I'm gonna use 2 more of the star cut, then I'm going to put that aside as well. But I have 4 here, 4 there, and then I have another one here or something, but that's good. So, and we're starting to get to the right length here, at least with the big ones. I'm going to have, how about I just string another one of this? Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'm just gonna string that. I'm just trying to knock down everything because so then we're gonna have a few more of these. See that you know, if you just have enough of sparkly things, you know, it doesn't take that much to get it sparkly, right? Just make sure you put sparkly on before and after every bead. Well, but you know what? I think this one is something that I could actually wear, or yeah, but with something else, and black maybe, and it'll be a little Jackie-O. So there we go with this. And then we're gonna go over to the to this segment, which would be then one of this, and then I must remember to put in 3 seed beads in between. First things first. And now there's a star cut, and now I remember, so now I have to look at it. That was the wrong way, because I want this the bottom up. Well, it is what it is. And then this one, and then I'm gonna put these in, and then this one over. This will be fine once we string, you know, once it gets a little bit more tightened up. And if not, I'm gonna put one, well, yeah, a Baiking on each side, and that will just be beautiful. You know, make sure it's sparkly or pink. Yay! Okay, so here we are there, and now I am going to have this one up there, and then there's the rondelle. I don't have that much of a focus time, I can tell, but we're getting there. And then I will just, because I really don't think it's that expensive to finish it off all the way around to the all around the neck, and I really like that. So I am not going to sit with this knot. It was kind of like a little bent and not really cut off. But yeah, and that's another one of this. And with all this sparkle and pink, I might continue. But so this is there we are. And yeah, and of course I will end with something, but like I said, I don't want to end it, and I think it's pretty much around, but yeah, I could measure it, but so I'm just looking for something that could be, we could continue with the with one of these stuff, or we could just I think I will do that. I think I will just, but I don't want all the, you know, well, that will be it. And then I'll take one of these drops, and I'll take it from bottom up, because I think that will look better when we're going around. And then like it says here, we're here for and then instead of, since I don't have the white stuff here for both sides, I can go with another of these, right? And I like that you know, having all of this, whether it's not, you don't have to use all these rondelles with the sparkle and all that, but to have like something, and you don't need big in between beads, or you know, I'm saying it in Norwegian and I can't remember. You know, those beads that you put in between, the between beads, you know, like them, yeah. In metal, you don't have to have them all the way, but something that makes it coherent. You can have I mean, you can have tons of colors of everything else if you just make that the red thread, right? Because that will be the coherency in the piece. And we are there. So as I will finish off the other side, but since this is I'm gonna show tutorial. I will show you how we finish off, and I will then go back and fill in something between here. I might change everything there, but then I will show you in the finish, because I have a show and tell video that's gonna be with a lot of different things that I have made. So but then I decide now to upload this one first, so I can show you this one finished on the other side as well. And here we have a little bit of so I will use yeah, I will use clamshell, and it's very nice to use this. And since you know, since you have I don't particularly like the ones that you that has the side, unless you can put your I mean, what's important is that you can put your jump ring in both sides of the clamshell, because this is the weakest link, or you know, it can be, or it can be the strongest, right? So, and it's kind of easy on this side and stuff. It's not hard on the other either. And you can just flat crimp it. So if you have some crimps that are just I like that they are I appreciate that they are a little bit. I have this is a 2x2, I think, and I'm just gonna do this. I don't need this loop, and I'm going to cut it off as well, but I just want to fill up the crimp, you know. And then I'm gonna go the other way. You see, this is a my bad. Look at me teaching, right? And then you just these are you know, really good crimps. You can tell with the resistance, of course, not just for, see, I've got it all out. I don't know how I like that, but then I need to yeah, it doesn't help if they're that good or hard if they won't stay. So let's do this. I think this is not my regulars, but these are the ones, you know, that they say is best. I don't know, maybe I've just been misteaching myself. And if you're in my situation like now, it's good that I can be fiddly and stuff, because and now I can even see that there's no room there. So if this is stuck in here, and it is, I promise me, then it is. If not, I would just put on a little bit of glue, just itsy bitsy, you know. And you could also use the horseshoe and all that, but it all depends on, yeah. But these have been around for a longest time, and there's no reason why they don't work. It's just that they haven't been used until now. I think that's just stuff that one new beater uses it in a video, and then everybody thinks that, oh yeah, those are great. Why didn't we use them? Well, now we do again. So let's see here. I am this is where I would no, I think those fold over clasp that I do like them, but I think it would be too much. It's like, yeah. So no, not on this one. This is broken, and these are seed beads, and this is one of those. I'm not sure yet if this is going to be the only strand, so I don't I'm not going to put it on. It's just to put on, but don't quit. Do your job properly. Like I'm going to show. And I don't want them to be too big, because then they are, of course, they will then be weaker and easier to lose, you know. If you're going to use the bigger ones, you use them in a different place, and then also you will reinforce it somehow. And then we're just gonna have this one like that. And well, if I were ready to put on my and that didn't hit the right, sorry. Where's my, yeah, let's just put this on, and then I will finish off this necklace and put it on the show and tell. I have like 12-14 pieces I've made with all of this. I don't know how many, quite sure, but there's a lot of different and cool styles, so please stay tuned for that. So there we have a very nice finished. These are not, they don't even show almost, but this one I have just been klutzing around with. Okay, so thank you all for watching. I just so appreciate it. It's just like I mean, I don't know the algorithm stuff, and I just have to get into that. She says 5 years in, but I haven't gotten to it yet, so we shall see. If you have if you like this kind of video where I just take something and we make something, please comment and let me know that or anything else. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. I will continue with my pink, and have a great beading day. Bye.